With the 26th pick in the 2021 NHL Entry Draft, the Minnesota Wild are proud to select Carson Lambos from the Winnipeg ICE.
We are joined by the newest first-round pick of the Minnesota Wild. He is defenseman Carson Lambos of the Winnipeg ICE. Carson, 26th overall to the Wild. Let's start at the natural top of the conversation. Tell me a little bit about Friday night and just the moment when you heard your name called.
Yeah, it was an exciting moment. A lot of tension and kind of nervousness leading up to that. Just the obvious uncertainty and not knowing what's ahead. So to hear my name called and it was an incredible moment. I'm so happy I got to share with my family, and I'll definitely never forget it.
The reaction looked kind of cool on TV. You had your folks there, and of course, we saw lots of pictures on social over the weekend afterwards as well. Given the fact that you were watching from home with your family, it had to have been a nice feeling to have everybody there and to be able to share that experience with you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. I think it's pretty cliche, but it's true. You're nothing without your family, and having their relentless support throughout my hockey. I've been so fortunate. I think a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So, to have the best situation possible with them, always pushing me to my best and supporting me in what I do, I've been grateful for. So they've been a huge part of the player I've been able to become, and I'm so glad I got to share the moment with them.
So you're a Winnipeg guy. You, of course, play for the Winnipeg ICE, but now you're drafted by an NHL team that's, for lack of a better term, just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road in St. Paul. Is it kind of a little bit neat to say that, you're an NHL prospect of a team that's fairly close to home for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think, hopefully when the day comes and, things, if, I can keep working hard and things turn out to, be close to home and see family often is something that I value a lot. So it's nice to be close to home.
Leading up to the draft, did you maybe have a sense that Minnesota was one of the teams that might be interested in you? Without spilling too much tea, how many conversations did you have with them? And since the draft, how have the conversations been with them now that you are a Minnesota Wild prospect?
Yeah, it's been before the draft, it's hard to say which teams are interested and which aren't. I think in general, teams like to keep their cards close to their chest and don't want to give away too much to give advantages to other teams with trades and everything that comes along with the draft night and things like that. But I had a couple conversations with Minnesota that I thought went well, and I was happy to hear my name called by them, and that's how it turned out. And then talking to the staff, I've talked to them a couple times, player development people, and just getting in touch and starting to form a little bit of a relationship with them as well.
Carson, it's no secret that you've been through some adversity here over the last year and a half, both with the pandemic and both with being sidelined from action with the Winnipeg ICE. When you look back at the last 12 to 18 months, now knowing you are a first-round NHL draft pick, does it make that moment that much sweeter? And what have you learned about yourself going through what you've been through in the last little while?
Yeah, definitely a lot of adversity for me this year. It was a difficult year and had to overcome a lot of things. So to hear my name called just made it that much more special and a little bit emotional too. I think I've learned that, it doesn't matter what I'm going through. I want to keep playing hockey and I want to do it for as long as I can. So that's definitely something I learned. And I think I'm coming back from what I had to go through even stronger and much more driven and focused.
As we sit chatting here in the summertime, we're plus minus a month to 6 weeks away from starting training camps and starting the exhibition season in the WHL and NHL camps, of course, to come as well. What's next for you, and how are you going to prepare to put your best foot forward in the fall?
Yeah, I think just continuing to work hard and stay focused on hockey. I think putting the time in the gym and on the ice and taking an interest in that, and staying consistent with my training regimen. I think that's the most important thing. Just continue to work hard and keep the goal in mind.